Hello peeps, been busy today. I haven't been able to do a video on my usual way, so I'll have to do a bit of a talking one today. Now what this one's going to be about, by the way, look at this. Look at this beautiful place. That academics called Shipwrecked Whales, eh? Buffoons, aren't they? Anyway, what we're going to talk about is I did a thing about Farage the other day, and I see he's been attacked again, twice now. Now, it's no coincidence that the people who attack these politicians are mainly on the left. I don't think I can remember an attack on a politician, really, except that one with Joe Cox, and that was a bit of a weird one. But there's been a Conservative chap who was stabbed and killed, and another Labour guy. Yeah, it's gone to hell in a handcart if you can't have an opinion when you're the leader of a party and go and meet the actual people. Do you know what I think it is? I think people are afraid on the one side of the argument that they can't debate. I find that online all the time because I quite like having a debate with people sometimes online, and once you get into a position where you've beaten them, they start calling you names and whatever because they've lost the argument, really. And I'm afraid that's what's happening with Farage and other things, other people, just the normal guy who's saying stuff like me on YouTube. They can't debate, so they decide to remove you from the debate. It's pretty sad, really. More than sad, really. Another thing, really, I was going to talk about was that, have you noticed how all the politicians, especially the main two parties, are bringing up policies that nobody's interested in? The propaganda, news, and on all channels, really, then they run with it all the time, so we're all talking about that thing, but nobody really wants it. It's mostly a useless policy and hiding the real one. Like for me, what would be a brilliant policy that could get you to vote? Because I've always been one of these people that think if you get good policies, people will vote for you. So personally for me, what I do was create a UK wide electricity company that was a not-profit company, and I would build about 3 or 4 power stations that would give all the population free electricity. That's what I do, because most of people's expenses are on electricity. So why can't our government, or if I was in a leader of a party, put all our people in our country in a position where they don't have to pay any heating or electricity bills? That would seem like a logical one to me, and because the thing would be a long-term spend, it would be not for profit, and all the taxes would pay for it, and that would do nothing but help the poor in society. Why don't they bring that up, eh? Instead, what they do is talk about this net zero, which takes away our freedoms and doubles the price of electricity. That should tell you everything you need to know about these people. You see a lot of these channels and Jeremy Vile and all that lot. They've all been told what to say by the Associated Press, and then they won't veer from that because the Associated Press have been told what to say by the powers that be, whoever's in charge. And the normal guy can't get a look in. And don't you find it weird that people on the left say, oh, they laud about how great the mining was and all that, and then now the people who are the working class people who do all the hard graft, they don't want to hear from them. They call them racist. I find that quite potty, really. You wouldn't have found Tony Benn doing that, because even though he was a millionaire, he I classed him as one of the people, really. I didn't agree with everything he said, mind. But it's a mad world. It's a mad world. And like I always say, I'm not on any political party. I just like people who will say it as it is, and don't get them much these days. I will say Farage is pretty good at the moment. But like I said, I don't trust any of them really. But so please keep watching, comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll do a proper video tomorrow, okay? I'm a bit busy today. So just taking the dogs for a walk. Ta-da!